channel. I am going to do readings for the next 3 months. Because it's finally on. So I'm going to do predictions for the next 3 months. Let's see what's happening. We're going to start with Pisces. Happy birthday, Pisces. So I'm going to start with a love, one of these love messages, and see what the overall general energy for love is. Message for you. There's a twin flame message. Let's get one more just in case not everybody is a twin flame. I feel like twin flame relationships are, they don't happen to everybody. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities. Yes, I feel like that is a very good one because of what's happening with, you know, the planets. We got Saturn, Jupiter on the move. Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto, all of them on the move. So that's a good one. So we do have a twin flame message here for somebody. Your passion ignites. And then the other one is imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. I love that message. So I thought maybe I would get an oracle or two from the moon deck. And we'll just see. We've got a full moon coming up. So we'll see what we're doing the next 3 months. So we definitely have more than one moon, right? So there's something that's going to change. There's some kind of adjustments that need to be made. There is a new romantic cycle beginning. This is a Libra card. Might mean something, might not. But I do feel like whoever you're with, this is going to be like an equal give and take kind of relationship. So, welcome to my channel. Welcome. We're going to do the next 3 months. We're going to start here with Pisces. So let's see. Adjustments are required. So I feel like this is in the month of March. Some things are needing to change. Let's just get some clarifiers with tarot on this. Spirits, angels, guides, ancestors, archangels, ascended masters, and all that is. Thank you so much for your love and light. Help me give clear, accurate messages for Pisces. Okay, so adjustments are required. So it looks to me like, well, you have the Sun, the King of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. So it looks to me like someone's walking away from a love situation. Eight of Cups is indicating like, you know, you're happy with it, but it's not everything that you want. You know what I mean? I feel like this could also be saying like, stay focused on the things that you have so that you know, don't find yourself like being discontented. That could be like the way you look at things. Are you looking the glasses half empty or the glasses half full? I mean, it's always productive for us to see the bright side of things. You know, the Sun is here, so is the King of Cups, so it's about love. And it's about maybe you feeling like maybe you're discontent in a relationship or with a love situation. Let's see more. Yeah, I feel like you are. So the advice here is for you to listen to your intuition on this. You know, tap in, do some meditating. I think what's happening is like there's something that's bothering you, something that's hurting you, Pisces. And Nine of Swords, nightmare card. You're up all night, can't sleep. You know, you're really worked up about something. And Spirit is saying, like, use your intuition and follow its direction, you know? Like, you can't go wrong when you listen to your own inner voice. It always knows, you know? And I feel like that's kind of the message here. Now, if this card is kind of touching this twin flame card. So if you're in a twin flame relationship, I feel like there's something there that there's adjustments that need to be required, you know? Again, I feel like the answer is to tap into your intuition. This could be someone else walking away from you, you know, and having it leave you like up all night, worried, you know. Um, but again, the message is to listen to your intuition on this, right? So then I see a new romantic cycle begins. This is a new moon in Libra card, and this would be for April. It is touching both of those cards, the twin flame and bringing all unwanted thoughts dissolving. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities in your life. So the unwanted thoughts here are this Nine of Swords that's showing up here, right? That's what it's talking about. It's like, this is worry. This is like, you know, seriously can't sleep. So if you're up all night, Spirit is asking you to like tap into your higher self, because the answers that you seek are all right inside there. I did a reading last week, or you know, earlier this week, or maybe last week, I don't know, but it was kind of about this same type of deal. Being up all night, worried about something. What do you do with that time? Like what it was talking about was channeling the energy, like maybe into an art project or something like that. But it was a really long reading, and then at the very end, it showed me this specific Four of Pentacles card. This was a Libra read. And it was the Four of Pentacles where the girl is sitting there, you know, meditating. So I felt like after a really long reading, like the answer was, what do you do all night? Hopefully it's talk to your higher self. You know, when you wake up and you're having like whatever, you can't sleep for whatever reason, talk to your higher self, you know, tap in. Because I feel like that's what this is saying too. Let's clarify. A new romantic cycle begins here. A new romantic cycle begins. This is one where all the unwanted thoughts are dissolving into light. You are heavily in that. I think you're doing that in this Nine of Swords. I feel like you're finding that calm, you know, and the reality that, you know, your possibilities are limitless. Two of Wands. Yeah, this is like this guy has the whole world in his hands. He can really go anywhere. He knows it. There's something new happening in a romantic love life. Hi, Dan. How's it going? I'm doing a predictions reading for the next 3 months, starting with Pisces. So thank you for joining me, Dan. I love your presence here. I appreciate you. So a new romantic cycle begins. You get to choose. You're choosing what feels good to you, and you are being rewarded for it. This is a card of success and growth and honor, like being other people are watching, they're loving this, you know. Yeah, and then I see like there's this tendency of you to feel like, I don't know, you know, like here's this blasted Four of Pentacles, holding on to something, maybe holding on to a past relationship, maybe holding on to an old idea, holding on to one more unwanted thought. You know, you have one unwanted thought that's still there, and Spirit's saying like, let it go. If you can't let it go, the Two of Swords is here, and the Two of Swords to me says surrender it. You know, like just surrender whatever it is. Like I can't seem to let this go, Spirit. So in so that's in April, right? Here, this card I also flipped over, which is the Hierophant card, meaning that this new romantic cycle could actually go to another level. Like you could, if you're already married, I mean, maybe you guys are bumping up onto a spiritual level. If you're not in a relationship at all, I feel like this new one coming in, it's the one that you're deciding on. You know, you have whole world in your hands to decide. This could move to marriage with the Hierophant being here, but I also see like it's suggesting like you to go deep, you know. This can also be about teaching, side note there, maybe a yoga teacher or something like that, trying to learn about your breath work, you know, so you can go higher in the spiritual realms, reaching more realms, you know. The more quiet you can make your mind, the higher you can go. So just so you know, and then believe in the impossible is March is in May. Believe in the impossible. It's once in a blue moon card. I love this card. So tell me what's happening. This is like a miracle card, Pisces. Tell me what the miracle is for Pisces. Okay. Okay, so this is first starts out like believe in the impossible. This starts out with a fight, Five of Swords. So it looks to me like you maybe are struggling with someone. Like maybe this could be a word fight or whatever. And then the Seven of Pentacles is here. Should I put any more time and effort into this fighting situation? Should I? Up to you. What are they going to do? Okay. I feel like you are talking to spirit about it. Temperance card. I feel like you're finding your balance. I feel like you're tapping in, getting grounded, right? You could be changing energy. I forget. Transmuting energy. So sad thoughts into happy thoughts, like that kind of thing. Like you're busy doing that. Maybe that's what you're doing about this situation. Like you're transmuting the way you saw it. Well, yeah, we had a fight, but boy, I have really put a lot of effort into this. And then, you know, temperance, maybe you're kind of like going back through the fight and seeing your part in it, maybe, and something about that. I feel like you're transmuting the energy. You're changing the way you feel about it. It makes you feel so free. I mean, it makes you like there. This is a card of huge freedom. The Fool, starting down a brand new journey. Tell me about that. Where's Pisces going in this Fool energy? Hey, Julie, how's it going? Okay, so I feel like in the Fool energy, what's happening is like, I feel like in the Temperance energy, you're tapping in, you're grounding. I feel like you're talking to your higher self, the Fool, the one who came, the one who wasn't scared, the one who still isn't scared. Dove right into the thing, right into the womb. And I feel like your soul is kind of taking you on. Wow, 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 look at this. It's taking you on a trip, like a trip down. I don't know if this is going to be like a vision or a dream or whatever, but you're tapping in here. You're tapping in, you're talking, you're grounding, and here's your soul. Finally, finally, I'm going to show you what happened. I'm going to show you the way. Remember all the pain. Here you are healing. Here's spirit moving you out of there, like from a shitty energy of Five of Cups into a transformation. Like your soul is actually closing out a cycle and then opening a new door for you. So now I'm going to ask what's behind the new door. Don't you want to know? March, April, this is May. Believe in the impossible. I can't even wait to see this card. Tell me what's coming on the other side of the door, the death door. What's the transformation look like? And this is your soul guiding you here, right? I do feel like it might be through visions because of this card, right? Because the Four, you're sleeping here, you're resting, you're healing. And spirit, it's like spirit's taking you on a journey. They're taking you on a journey of transformation, closing the door to whatever this sadness is, whatever this fighting was, Five of Swords. And they're showing you something you didn't see before with the Moon card. And here comes the Lovers. So, you know, I don't know what this means for you. Um, okay. Clarify the lover. I'm going to get a different deck and clarify, okay? So we have a whole deck so they can show us any card they want. So it's like, so here's the death door, and then comes the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like Three of Pentacles is always about spirit guidance. So spirit guiding someone to you. You don't see it coming, but it is the Lovers. So Pisces, this could be a Gemini. This could be a place too where you get to make your own choice about whatever's next, right? Clarify the Lovers for Pisces. What's the Lovers here for? Okay, so I got the Empress, the Four of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. This is something you've been praying for, and look what's at the bottom again, the Six of Swords. So definitely spirit-led, right? This is a divine counterpart, one that's going to bring joy and stability in your home. And then remember me talking about that Four of Pentacles at the very beginning? This is the one I was talking about. It's like you connecting in. So this could be like something that you've actually been talking to spirit about. And I feel like you're actually like in the receiving position in this card. You're tapped in. I feel like what you're asking for is connection, and you're getting it. You are getting it. And I feel like they're showing you like who you really are with this Empress. Like, who are you? You're the Empress is what your soul is showing you. Like, and so honestly, once in a blue moon, believe in the impossible. I feel like this could be a reconciliation, like someone that you had a fight with, because it started out with the Five of Swords. And then you're trying to figure out, should I stay or should I go? You're talking to spirit, and then your soul comes out and says, let me show you. Let me show you something. And so they do. They show you all kinds of things and transform your whole situation. It's kind of one of those things, like some people in tarot talk about changing timelines. That's exactly what this looks like. It looks like you go from a grieving timeline to like goddess energy timeline. Love with the Lovers. And wow, this is really a beautiful message. So Pisces, you did not see this coming. This is beautiful. Julian Dan, how's it going? Okay, so that is Pisces reading for the next 3 months. I hope it resonated. So now we have Aquarius. So we'll start same thing here. We'll get 2 of these love oracles. Let's see what's going on. Thanks you guys for coming, liking, sharing, subscribing, all that. Okay, so the first card out here is forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events. Your life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. I love that. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. Hey, that forgiveness one, for some reason, something about it made me think of a YouTube video I just watched a couple nights ago, and I don't know if you guys follow Tyler's Tarot, but if you're interested at all in making things happen, it's called, what was that? How It All Started, or My Story, or something like that. You should watch it, because he is a manifester. He's an Aries, and he is rich, dude. Rich off of tarot on the YouTube. Rich. Lives in a huge house with a pool, and he started out homeless. But anyway, he talks about scrying, and he talks about mirror magic and shit like that. Whoa. So I've been trying to do a little bit of that, and I wanted to share it with you guys because I think that guy has something real special that I have not even begun to tap into, just knowledge and stuff. So yeah, did you watch that, Divine? Did you watch that video of his? Wow. Did you watch that one, how it all began, or like my story or whatever? Wow, that was just amazing. It's because of the magic. I've learned so much about magic listening to him, and it's like in between. It's almost like he what is it called? He channels like in between things. Like I can't even believe how much I learned from that guy. But anyway, that first card reminded me of him. So you create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. That's what he was talking about. Was like imagining things before he got big, and talking to himself in the mirror and shit. And like, and then he said like, don't think this isn't real. Like there's something with the mirrors. Anyway, I think he doesn't. He's got a lot of self-doubt, but that's part of it. Part of his charm too. That's part of his magic. Is him not knowing he has any. I'm not connecting in, and that's when he's absolutely right, spot on. Whenever he feels like he's not connecting, I'm like, dude, you just told the story of my life just now. Oh, I love him. Okay, so all you guys that are watching, like if you want to know about how to manifest, watch that dude. Okay, so first of all, the first one here is void, of course. Nothing will come of this situation. And I often never know what to do with that one. This is coming out for March. And I feel like I'm just going to clarify it. And new moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. We're talking to Aquarius, I think. And another Scorpio card. It's time to release negativity. Oh, I forgot to read the second love oracle. Let me read that for you guys. Sorry, I got to talking about Tyler. I love him. Okay, it says, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared. Excuse me, God. Shared with those you love. Sometimes I feel like when I'm doing these, I feel like I burp a lot. That's gross. I don't know if that's spirit or what. Maybe just talking too fast or inhaling too much air at one time. Okay. So, for the next 3 months, I feel like you need to work on forgiveness. That's what it's saying. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. And the other one, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. Nothing will come of this situation. So let's see what is worried. This is like the void of course moon, and a lot of times it's like, like you're worried about something, but nothing's going to happen is what Spirit is saying. Like, don't worry about it. Nothing, like you're worried about it, but it's not happening. Nothing's coming out of it. So if that resonates for you, if you know exactly what I'm talking about here, it's coming up this month. Nothing will come of it. It's something that you're feeling real guarded about. 7 of Wands. Like maybe you feel attacked, Aquarius, in some way. Okay, I feel like this is about something you're doing. Like you're building or something. Spirit, it is your soul guiding you. This is going to work out. Don't worry about it. Like, I think you're scared. You're doing something and you're scared it's not going to work, but it is. Dude, you're coming out really strong as the King of Wands, and you are going straight for the Ten of Pentacles. And like what's right in between there is the Nine of Cups. So it's like wish fulfillment. So I feel like you're worried about not getting something. You feel guarded and scared, but your spirit is like, don't. And I feel like this is part of the reason I even mentioned Tyler too, and creating your reality, right? Don't stay in this situation. Don't stay in this mindset. Whatever you're worried about not working out, stop. Because you've got 10 Pentacles and 9 of Cups. You also have the 6 of Cups. So this is like a situation that's supposed to balance out. It's supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be fair. Maybe not easy, but fair. Your soul is just jacked because you are on the right path. And I feel like there's something about your own power that's coming out in here. I feel like that seven of Wands is almost like you're scared maybe of your own power, or maybe that you don't have any. It's not true. So whatever your worries are here, don't stay there. Work through your fears is the next one. This is a new moon in Scorpio. You also have a full moon in Scorpio, so I'm wondering if you guys are dealing with a Scorpio, right? Work through your fears. 10 of Wands is the first card out. So this is like carrying around a bunch of shit from forever. Like this could be childhood. This could be past lovers. This could be fears, right? Fears. And it's something that you carry around with you, and it drags you down. Work through your fears. So whatever this is representing for your fear, it's like Spirit says it's time. Because what it's time for is this. It's time for rejoicing. It's time for stability. It's time for love to be abundant in your home. Happy, stable home. 4 of Wands. That's what Spirit is bringing you. I feel like you, in order to have that though, you gotta let go of the 10 of Wands. Like that's just a lot of pain that you're carrying around. Like muscle memory. You know what I mean? Like you just, yeah, it's like that. How can they, let's just ask from another deck, shall we? Let's ask what are the steps to like release these fears? Work through your fears. Show me step by step how they can work through their fears. The World. Ending a cycle. I'm wondering if this is about kids. There's 2 kids here. Page of Wands, Page of Swords. Let's get some more. You're ending this fear cycle because what you really want is like a happy, stable home for these kids. Yeah, I see that. I feel like the fear might be somebody who isn't keeping a promise. 5 of Swords. I feel like that's what you're dragging around. It's like having maybe a cycle of that, like being with people who don't keep their promises, you know? I feel like you're going down a new path here, and I feel like it's important for you to let go of that fear of some people not holding up their end of the deal. All that matters is what you're doing. You know what I mean? I feel like this is about self-reliance. It's about self-understanding. It's about understanding your value. This is like King Midas. Everything you touch turns to gold. Like grasping that. I feel like you're graduating here in April. I feel like you're you're kind of just pushing those wands down. Like you're like, okay, I'm done. Because the wheel is here. Meaning like that's why the wheel is here. You know? So that's cool. All right, now it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio, May. So I feel like you have like some work to do about fear, you know? and negative thinking, Aquarius. I feel like the next 3 months, yeah, it's talking about following the sun. It's about focusing on everything good in your life. What do you see around you that's beautiful? You know, if you do, I see 2 kids here, maybe even 3. I do see that. So like maybe focusing on how beautiful they are, you know, maybe focusing on some kind of new idea that you're working on here. Ace of Wands, that's about, you know, having a epiphany about something, right? Yeah, and then you get the power to like release that 10 of Wands. It's this that's gonna do it. That's what they're telling me. I feel like you're gonna start releasing in April and it's gonna be finished in May because you're just cutting it out. What you're doing is you're releasing your emotional attachment to it and you're thinking about it logically. You are a logical person and you've had a lot of experiences, Aquarius, and you have a lot of knowledge. And Spirit is saying, like, this is the energy. It is your own energy, even, Aquarius. So this is your own energy. And I feel like just taking your heart out of it and thinking about things logically gives you the justice. You're able to just blow it into the wind. Look at that justice card. She not only finds the justice, she just releases it. Like, okay, I get it. I get why I was doing that. And I get what it gave me. I get why I did it. You know? Yeah. Because it's this energy that you're coming into. It's in that Empress energy that you release this, that you understand it completely. It's this fear. Yeah. And then you got the Judgment at the end. Do you see this one? It's got all those chakras in the center. I feel like that's DNA and your chakras. So I feel like you're being completely aligned to your understanding of who you are. And where are they going? Once they receive this Empress energy, like where are they going with the Empress energy? You use your intuition. I feel like they're saying like it's going to be different for everyone. Use your intuition, but you are being led somewhere. It's a passionate feeling. It's a passionate idea, possibly a epiphany of something you should just do, and you just do it. You just go, I'm going to do this, and you do it. I feel like once you release that in the Queen of Swords energy, I mean, it's all smooth sailing after that, you know? Fast changes, celebrations. I feel like there could be people involved in this. 3 people altogether, 3 of Cups. This is about celebrating, right? Celebrating your growth. Celebrating your newfound, like, value is what I'm trying to say. Value. Wow. That looks like a pretty good 3 months, doesn't it? You do have the wheel working in your favor, so it's not like you can do anything to change this situation, because this is what they want for you. This is what your soul is after. You know, this feeling of contentedness in your own little family. And it's coming. So remember the forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events that kept coming out. So I feel like that's a super important because it came out like 3 times. So I feel like that's important for you, Aquarius. Capricorn is next. Spirits, angels, guides. Thank you so much for your direction today. We are on Capricorn. Okay, so the North Node's coming out here. So it's called step out of your comfort zone. And then emotions are running high. in April. And balance, spirituality, and practicality is Pisces card. So you've got the North Node, Supermoon, and balance, spirituality, and practicality. At the bottom of the deck, have faith in your dreams is here, Capricorn. So I don't know what that means anything to anybody. Let's see. Capricorn spirit, give me some love messages for Capricorn. Ooh. All right, new beginning, Capricorn. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. And the next one is playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember love is the greatest healer. So, new beginnings and play. And you know why play comes out, because that's what brings your soul to the surface. It loves fun stuff. So I feel like it's asking you to play so it can come out. So the North Node, step out of your comfort zone. We all know the North Node is your soul's intended path, the lessons that it came to learn, you know. So I feel like, you know, there's something going on in March that's going to require you to do something that you maybe have never done before. New beginning is right above that. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your life. Live your dreams passionately. Yeah. That starts in March. Step out of your comfort zone. Spirit, can you clarify March's step out of your comfort zone for Capricorn? Okay, well, let's see what this is all about. Step out of your comfort zone. I feel like you're going to your wish fulfillment here. It could very much have something to do with the Six of Cups. Okay, so here's what it's saying. The Hangman is the first card out, so this is about getting a new perspective. It could be about something that's, you know, seems stuck for a while, but that's not what's happening. It's like you're looking at it from different perspectives. You're trying to, like, transmute some energy. Temperance. Okay, so there's some sort of message coming in here. Step out of your comfort zone. It's a love message, and it's from someone from your past. Six of Cups. This is someone you can't stop thinking about. It could be a parent, a child, someone from your childhood. Very strong child vibes, right? It can also be talking about like a past life lover, right? So it could be somebody that you don't know, but your soul craves it, right? North Node. So maybe somebody new is coming in. It is your wish fulfillment. It could be a Leo. The Strength card is here, right? But I feel like the Strength card is about this situation bringing you a lot of strength. Like you're understanding strength on a level you didn't know you had. You know, like there's some kind of lesson here with the North Node. It's something that makes you see things different. It's something that helps you transmute the energy, change things from like a negative perspective to a positive, you know. Like there is a brand new beginning for you in March. The way you see things, the way you feel. And it's healing, and it's also definitely a wish fulfillment, wish granted, right? So I'm wondering, like, should we just see if we can get one more? Like, the Star card is Aquarius. Let's just look and see what's here, because the Temperance card I think is Sagittarius, and then Strength is Leo, Star is Aquarius. Yeah. Okay, so let's I guess it already kind of answered me. So those are kind of the clues about what that could be, right? Emotions are running high on a supermoon. So what's touching that above it is this playful card. Remember the playfulness? Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember love is the greatest healer. Emotions are running high. Spirit says, do something fun. Do something fun. Do something fun. Because, hang on, let's do the card. Because you have a decision to make here. This is the Two of Wands. However, whatever this decision is, it needs to be the one that matches you. Like, you can't be making this decision for other people. It's totally Two of Wands is about you and your passion and what you really want, what you really desire. It's yours. So you just got to really make sure you know what you want. I feel like emotional, you're trying to decide here what you do want. Nine of Cups. You're emotional about it. I feel like you're at this place in your life where, you can actually touch what you want, like you actually feel it, you actually know it's there, but you're really emotional about it because there's something that needs to be left behind, the World card. Like, in order to have a new beginning, you have to let something go or leave something behind. This can be as big as a person and as small as a way of thinking, like some kind of thought that you've always had about yourself. It's time for that to end. And then look at Three of Cups is here. Again, kind of like, it's just basically like confirming this playful card. Have fun, hang out with your friends. That's what's going to help you in this transition because you're moving. You have to leave something behind. Spirit, what are they leaving behind in the World card? What's leaving? What are they letting go of here? Because you're super emotional. It's some sort of a relationship, possibly with an earth sign, but it's definitely with this Five of Swords. This is about somebody not keeping their promises. And maybe this is someone that you look up to. Maybe it's a boss. Maybe it's a husband. It could even be you, making promises and then not holding up your end of the deal. Like, it's just that something is changing. It's just starting in March. You're very emotional about it. Here's the thing. The Hermit card is here. Emotions are running high. So this situation, this letting go, this emotion thing is going to lead you to your higher self. Like, you're just going to do it. But sometimes we have to have something super emotional to happen in order for us to like actually go in, because it takes time and effort to do meditating, it's not. And then the next card out is a transformation. See, Ten of Swords. So you're talking to Spirit about leaving behind this unfair energy that came out with the King of Pentacles, right? So this could have something to do with your work, I'm feeling like. Something, you're talking to Spirit about it, something has to change. Here's another meditation card. I feel like you're having a hard time releasing this. And like the only way out is in. The only way out is in. Anything else here about emotions? So I feel like in April, I feel like you're going to be meditating a lot. Yeah, and it's in this space where you kind of get to this Queen of Swords too. Like, emotions are running high, so the obvious answer is to put on the Queen of Swords energy. She takes her heart out. She doesn't think from the emotional standpoint. She looks at it logically. She looks at what she knows. She looks like what she learned in this position. See, she knows who she is here. This is a card of tapping into everything and feeling the connection. Like suddenly being aware that you are connected to every single thing. What a really cool feeling, right? You're not just your human self. You are everything, you know? And I feel like you, with this knowledge, I mean, you're able to just like emotionally disconnect, make your choice, and do the transformation. Yeah, sun. Yeah, that's when the abundance comes. So you are destined to have a beautiful, abundant life. Abundance, anything that you want to be abundant in, right? We all have abundance already. It's just like sometimes we get discontent and we think we don't have enough, you know? But I feel like you're really finding a balance here with that. And it's all about going inside. So you're talking to your higher self and things are changing. April. Now in May, balance spirituality and practicality. Sometimes I wonder about this card, like what's it really saying? Because it looks to me like you're super invested in your spiritual connection or your spiritual connectedness in April. Like it's your whole focal point for the whole month. And now Spirit's saying like, balance that, would ya? Be practical about all this stuff that you know. Here comes this Knight of Cups. And that card to me, I know everybody reads it different, but I feel like this card is saying like how to be practical about what you've learned while you've been meditating is to lead with love. Be kind to others, you know. Leave people happier than when you found them, you know. This is what's going to heal. I feel like you might also have a role in healing other people with your love. Like, it's Knight of Cups and the Four of Swords, so it's you offering love, understanding how to use this information that you found out over here. You're now helping others heal. It's not just you. And this is your new beginning. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, another new beginning, Ace of Cups. This is something your soul's been planning for a long time, Knight of Pentacles. This is a slow plan, right? It's been slow. It feels like it's been slow with the Knight of Pentacles. He moves slow. He's a planner. Well, that's your soul in this reading. Your soul is like taking all of the information you've learned and then putting it to work. Like you're helping people. I feel like some of the things you're helping people with is like dealing with their grief. Also, understanding like, you know, the devil's here. So it could be about the way they see themselves. Like maybe you're helping people with that. Here comes this other new beginning here. So now, like in, who am I talking to? Capricorn. In May, you have a new beginning in Pentacles, a new beginning in love, and a new beginning in Wands. It's almost as if your soul has had this plan and this time slot planned out for your whole life long. And I feel like you're finally going to see the plan, Knight of Pentacles. In May, I feel like it's all going to come together. This is the Four of Wands. This is a happy, stable home. Anything else here for Capricorn? Yeah, you're just getting really aligned. You're raising your vibration, Seven of Wands. You're finding the justice and you're aligning to your soul path. So that's why all of this stuff is coming. Because, see, once we understand that soul is more powerful than we give it credit for, right? Sometimes our ego is big, right? I sometimes feel like that about myself. Like, I'm more concerned about my human being problems than I am about my soul path, you know? And I see a big change in that for you here. like balancing that, and what ends up happening is like every single new beginning, right? So that's a pretty cool read, Capricorn, March, April, and May. So when it gets really tough, don't forget to play. You know, don't forget to do what it is that lights you up on the inside. Whatever it is, coloring books, whatever you can think of that makes you smile, make sure and do it. That's what I feel like. Sagittarius is next. Oh, Spirit, thank you so much for your guidance today. We are on Sagittarius now. So we'll get, there's one. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow and you will be surprised where it leads. That's pretty cool. This sort of reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune, doesn't it? It's got that message here. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now is the time to give to yourself. Oh, Sag, I forgot to write the time down. Aw, thanks, Dan. And then the third, there's 3 of them for you guys. Sagittarius, surrender. It says, at times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Okay. So you got the Wheel of Fortune. You got Spirit saying, like, take a step back and spend some time alone. And then you've got surrender. You have to surrender something old so that something new can come in. Beautiful message, right? Let's get some messages from the Moon Oracle for March, April, and May for the sign of Sagittarius, Spirit. March, April, and May. Adjustments are required in March. This is a 3rd quarter moon card. There's the other 2. So, what do you need to release? And a time for healing. Okay. So the healing is coming here in May, but it requires surrender, right? And adjustments are required. This is the Wheel of Fortune card above it, right? Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. So really, this is a reading about releasing for you, Sagittarius, like all the messages. So I feel like there's some things that are changing for you. Let's find out what they are in March for Sag. What are the adjustments required in March for Sagittarius, Spirit? Okay. Okay. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. And then the Moon card says adjustments are required. So here's this 5 of Wands coming out here. This is a card of working with others. Queen of Cups is here. So this could be about a love situation. I feel like there's other people involved in this love situation. Like I feel like somebody has options, you know, and I feel like maybe the truth is being exposed about that. Tell me more. Why is this Knight of Wands here? Okay, this is a serious love situation. It's somebody that you really love. Ten of Cups. But then the Nine of Pentacles is here. So I feel like whoever you're dealing with really desires to be single in March. This doesn't have to be for everybody, but that's what it looks like right here. Now, if it's not about love, I feel like there's a new beginning following some kind of passion that you have. Sagittarius, I mean, the Knight of Wands is really the epitome of the card of Sagittarius, is from what I know of Sag, you know. Like, here's how I see Sag. Like, they love the next great thing, the next great experience. You know what I mean? They just go after the next great adventure. It's who they are. And I feel like that could be, maybe some of you are understanding that about yourself, maybe. Like understanding the truth of something. This could be about a brand new path that's being illuminated for you, and what you need to do is follow that passion. Knight of Wands. Be your true self. Go that way. Just accept that about yourself, that you're an adventure seeker. You know what I mean? Maybe you were taught that you needed to be a different way, but what's really truly who you are? Like, who is that? Spirit is like letting you know who that is. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So now you have a King and Queen of Cups here. So I feel like there's also like that Nine of Pentacles is clarifying the King of Cups. So it's very possible that, look how this came out. 10 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. So when I said that before, like, this could be like somebody who just wants to be single. It could be. But finally, like, maybe you're finding a partner that matches you perfectly in March. You know what I mean? Because you've got this King and Queen here who are working together. Beautiful. Adjustments are required. So I do feel like there is some person who's always wanted to stay single, and it's changing inside them. And it might be you. What do you need to release? It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now is the time to give to yourself. What do you need to release? Those are the two cards that I'm clarifying for April. So it's important right now to take a step back. Okay, take a step back. So here's what you've got: the Five of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Three of Wands. Take a step back. What do you need to release? Okay, so here's what I feel like you might need to release is some sort of feeling that, okay, there's two different things here. There could be this feeling like you feel like you're not, you know, don't have enough value to make an offer to someone. I feel like you don't maybe see the value in your own self. I think that maybe there's been a lot of you who've gone through life where people make promises and then don't keep them, and I feel like you worry about that a lot, or it's stuck in your muscle memory, like, you know what I mean? Like you almost have a hard time moving forward, at least very slow movement forward in any kind of relationship situation. But I feel like right now, like in April, Spirit's asking you to kind of like take a step back and look at yourself. Look at how you really feel. Like, I feel like this is kind of like a hermit card, you know, retracting from other people, retreating from other people, and going inside to yourself, talking about yourself to your higher self, you know, and letting go of anything that doesn't show you the honest to God you know. The devil card. Well, what are some of the things that don't really reflect who you are? Have you ever thought of that? You know, I was actually talking about it. I used to drink a lot. And, you know, I got into a lot of trouble over it too, like legal, you know, DUI stuff. And about it was Christmas Eve day, and I just couldn't handle it. I just couldn't handle the day or the energy or just myself, the pain I felt, and I was alone. And anyway, I went to the bar. I never drank anymore, but I went, and I remember sitting there, and I remember getting to that place, you know, that drunk place where you don't give a shit. And I remember saying to myself, this is what it was. This is the feeling. This is why I drank. This is the person I want to feel like. This person that is happy and laughing and not scared and crying, and like this person that everybody likes, you know, bubbly and happy. And then that lasted like 5 minutes. Honestly, I don't know that it was 10 minutes, maybe 5. And then I got sick, puking sick. You know what I mean? So that's a perfect example of this card. You know what I mean? Like being drunk, like skews my vision of myself, you know, like it isn't even who I really am, you know? Anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. I don't know why. So, pulling back your energy and going inside yourself, this is part of your plan. The High Priest is here. So this is like a spiritual growing experience, releasing whatever it is that skews your view of who you are. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, you know, it's time for you to understand your own power. The power lays in your hands, 2 of Wands. You get to choose what your life looks like. You get to choose, you know, and it's time for you to choose. This is why Spirit's saying, like, in April, you're going to have to hermit it. You're going to have to go inside, do some work on yourself, you know, and figure out what this devil card is for you, because it's got to go. It's got to freaking go. Whether it's about how other people treat you, you know, yeah, it's time for you to get a new perspective on it. This card always says to me, like, well, for a lot of people it says you're going to be stuck for a minute, but I don't think so. I feel like you're looking from your soul's perspective, and it is transforming you, is what I see. Like you're completely understanding everything completely. Kind of like, you know, the fact that that drunk place that I like lasts 5 minutes. Is it freaking worth it? No. It is totally not worth it, man. Tell me what's transforming here. Okay, yeah. Look at it says talk to me. Go inside, connect with all that is, because there's a new beginning here. And we already know that, because it's already said, like, there's a new beginning, but there's some prep work. You know what I mean? Before you get this huge epiphany, right? You really have to release something. But there's some kind of wake up call here that you're getting, but it's through meditation. So important. So May, what I have is surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Okay. And then, time for healing. So, once you surrender, the healing comes in, is what this is saying. And it's talking about May. Look at that. first card out is the World card. So definitely a cycle ending for you. An old cycle ending. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is clarifying that cycle. It's this middle thing. Like, it is this devil. It is whatever this devil is. And the devil is being, like, it came out with the Five of Swords. So let's just talk about it. That was in April again. But this is like the line in the sand thing. This is about someone making promises and not keeping them. Hi, Erica. So happy to see you. Welcome, welcome. Happy March. So we're doing March, April, and May reading for Sagittarius right now. And they are definitely having an ending of a cycle. Wheel of Fortune is coming out saying, this is planned. This is so planned. Tell me what it looks like. What's the wheel bringing in? Okay, so like total alignment, judgment card. This is body, mind, soul alignment. Like you're going in the same direction. Your body is not, or your mind, you know, like your mind is not telling you this anymore because you got rid of it in April. Like you let that go in April. And it brings in complete alignment. Body, mind, soul going in the same direction. You understand your value. Queen of Pentacles. She is tapped in very, very into nature. This is like pre-Empress energy, right? That's what this alignment makes you realize who the fuck you are. It's beautiful. And then someone's coming in. Like Three of Pentacles and Six of Cups. This is someone that you cannot stop thinking about. Three of Pentacles coming in. Tell me what's happening with that. That was sort of a left. That came in and from nowhere. Okay, so this is something honestly that you're worried about. Nine of Swords. Okay, so this is the other thing that you need. Here comes the Tower. You have to let go of this. You have to let go of this, whatever this is. You have to cut it out. There's a Tower. The Tower is bringing abundance and healing and wish fulfillment. I'm wondering if this is, if you're dealing with an air sign here. This is the card that says you have to surrender it. This is the Six of Cups relationship. You have fear around that Six of Cups relationship and a Tower moment. Who am I talking to again? Sagittarius. So I feel like you have so much fear in it. So Spirit is just saying, like, will you just surrender the outcome of this? Because we totally got this, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is working. Like, we got this. This is supposed to go a certain way. Just trust me. That's what your soul's saying. Just listen to me. Yeah. It's forward movement. The Chariot's here. So definitely something being made right. Something transforming into something else. I feel like this relationship is in itself like a transformative situation for you. I feel like Spirit is involved, but it hurt you a lot. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Sagittarius. That's you. So maybe it's you. Maybe it's you that's been hurt, felt left out in the cold, right? Feeling like pulled between two directions. And I feel like the direction that you're being pulled between is 3D and 5D, you know? Like, you know, what's this 3D world expect of me? And what does my higher self expect? What does Spirit expect? Here comes the High Priestess. I'm just reading the bottom of the deck. I feel like you just need to work on that. Maybe start with doing things that you love. And then here comes that surrender card. Surrendering is what's going to help you see the justice, transmute the energy, and then here comes this Emperor fast, right? And then the Empress is right below it. So maybe this Six of Cups relationship is a special relationship and you know it. And it's really something that you're scared about. If you feel so like soul connected to someone, it's really hard to release that. It is, because like there's something deep inside of you that doesn't want to let it go. You know what I mean? Like you're feeling like, no, this is special. Like I know it's special. And Spirit is saying like, will you just release it, please? Like, will you let me handle it? Like, your human is getting all involved, and this is like more of a 5D thing. So you need to keep your fear where, you know, keep your fear out of here. Let me guide. Let me guide. Get on board with me. It's the Chariot card. So definitely in May, I see a lot of alignment coming. And I don't know how this relationship is going to pan out. But I think it's going to shock you. I think you've been worried about it for a long time. You know, it's like showing me that you're up all night, you know. But the Tower that's coming with this, like, you do have to surrender the outcome, but Spirit has totally got this. That's what I see. Your human is getting all involved here. That's why this card is here. Surrender. Like, look at the picture on this. Isn't it great? That is totally, totally how to do it, too. You know, I know it shows a lot of time, like, poses and, like, doing everything, but, man, I do all my meditating laying down. Every bit of it. And if I fall asleep, even better, because then you get really cool dreams, and there's no way you're controlling it. You know what I mean? So anyway, I just see, like, healing, loving, letting go, and I feel like there's some kind of relationship coming in, and I feel like now this could be someone that you haven't met before, because Six of Cups, like, man, it's can be all kinds of things, right? It could be someone from a past life that you haven't met before. And, you know, like the reason you have to release the outcome, like it could be someone else that you're thinking about. And you have to release that person that you can't stop thinking about, because this other one is coming in and it's your soul's choice, you know? Like you're human, like chose another one and you're like all fucked up about it. But so super important to surrender, Sag, in May. Let it go. Let it go. Something big, cool, and amazing is coming. Is going to shock you. Tower. Good Tower. It's about love. Okay, Scorpio is next. Thanks for coming, Erica. I know Thursdays, I think people must be busy on Thursdays because I rarely get very many views. Wednesdays too. I don't know. I think it just, I don't know what happens. I can't ever guess when to do readings, when is a good time. It's so weird. Okay, only time will tell. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is available. Follow it with faith. Wow. Okay, Scorpio. Deep in your heart, you already know the truth. Or you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Oh, I need moon messages first. How's California? Erica? Didn't you say you live there? I kind of want to go see those big trees, man. It's been on my bucket list forever. I feel like I might have seen them when I was really little, and I vaguely recall driving through that tree tunnel. You know, that huge tree that you can drive a car through? I'm pretty sure I was there. But I don't think you can drive through anymore is what I heard. But I really want to go. It's cold. Do you live by the big trees? You know, the big redwood forest? Okay, so Deep in your heart, you know the answer. Do what feels right. And then the card that clarifies that is nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. Whatever it is can be changed. Nothing's set here. This is not deep in your heart. You already know the answer. Do what feels right. Nothing's set in stone. And then the next one is only time will tell. And then the card is a Leo card. Don't let pride get in your way. So this is about being, you know, ego-centered, human-centered, right? And then the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Don't let the past hold you back. Wow. South Node. So I feel like what this is saying is like you've been sort of in a karmic pattern, living your soul path of your past life, which is the South Node, right? And it's saying like it's behind you. The past is behind you. You got to move toward what's next, you know. Don't let your past hold you back, South Node. And that other card is like your past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. So also I'm getting a feeling like, I don't know, like, is this somebody that possibly has a hard time forgiving themselves for their past actions? You know, like maybe you're starting to like, you know, review some things, decisions, things like that. And Spirit is saying like, don't do that. I actually kind of got that message the other day when I was sort of like almost beating myself up about the kind of mom I was. You know, like I wasn't perfect for sure. But do I love my kids? Fuck yeah, I do. They're everything, right? But I did make kind of shitty decisions. You know what I mean? Like the whole alcohol thing. Like that was a shitty decision, but that's what I did. And I felt like I was sitting here thinking about it, and I was, you know, thinking like, I wish I wouldn't have done that. Like I wish I wouldn't have done that. I can't think of anything good that came of this. But it's just not true. You know, like every single thing leads you to somewhere else. So it's kind of like, don't sit there and beat yourself up for stuff you've done, decisions you've made. Maybe they seem like bad decisions, or like they got you into trouble, or now you feel ashamed. Don't. Because don't forget, like your soul is always attached. And if there's ever something, like they can, you know, they can show you the way. If you went down a path that you're not particularly proud of, I can promise you that your soul is proud of it. You know what I'm saying? Your soul is proud of it because it was your path. It was the experience it wanted to, even no matter how horrible it is. And then don't forget how it affected other people and their path. Like maybe you were a very important part in their own soul journey. So I just wanted to add that. Let's see. It's so weird. We don't do cold well. It rained earlier this week, and I swear I saw snow. I'm in the Bay Area. I love the redwoods, but there's not a lot of sun these days. Yeah, I bet you can. I just want to go there. I've never done it yet. And I hope that I get a chance to do it maybe this summer. Honestly, I'd like to manifest it. Okay, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Nothing is yet set in stone. Just clarify this, Spirit. Okay, this is the High Priestess coming out saying, like, use your intuition, right? Use your intuition. You can manifest whatever you want. This is your deal. Like this, there's nothing set in stone in this situation. There is a new beginning coming. You're manifesting it. It could be like something to be celebrated, or it could be like a reconciliation with someone, a new beginning with someone. Your soul is aligned with whatever it is that you do. Spirit is saying like, you already know the answer. It's deep inside yourself. Your soul just is saying like, just, you know the answer. Man, I know. I have such a crazy, cool relationship with trees, too. That's why I want to go. I think I might have been a tree in another life. You know what I mean? So, let's see here. Okay, so the Hermit comes out. So I feel like there's, this is talking about doing a deep dive, talking to your higher self, and the Judgment is about complete alignment. It's about letting your soul guide, and I feel like that's what's happening in March. I feel like you're getting a lot of intuitive hits. The first card out was the High Priestess, which is your intuition, and then the Magician. Where do you want to go? You can go anywhere. All you got to do is manifest it. You got a new beginning, you got celebration or reconciliation, and it is soul led, and it's because you're doing the work, Hermit. You're going inside. Only time will tell. Don't let pride get in your way. This is a full moon in Leo. This is about actually, like maybe your human being the loudest part of you, and could have something to do with work. There's a new work. There's a new job being offered. I think you're going to do it. I think there's someone offering you something here. I think you're going to do it, but I think you have a little fear around it. There's Five of Swords is here, meaning, like, okay, so that's your fear. That's the ego part. That's the Leo coming out. Like, you're afraid of it, but it is successful. Whatever it is, it's a work deal. Three of Pentacles. It's a brand new way to live. Page of Pentacles. It's a brand new way to make money, Page of Pentacles. It's a new path. And what's holding you up here is this Five of Swords. You're scared. So that's what it's saying, like, only time will tell what you're going to do. Like, this is up to you, but I'm here to tell you that in April, I think you're going to have an opportunity or realize an opportunity to do something. You have a little fear around it, but this reading is saying it's successful. So don't be too afraid. I mean, you're on the precipice of something really cool. Making something really cool. You could be traveling. You could be building an empire with another person. You could have total balance between yourself too with the Chariot card here. High Priest is at the bottom of the deck. The Queen of Cups is also here. That's your energy. So I feel like this is a big, powerful lesson. I think it does have to do with trusting your higher self, which makes sense because the Queen of Cups is you, Queen of Cups is also a card of surrender. So it's surrendering to your soul, saying like, I'm scared, but I do want to go higher. Hierophant is here. So I don't know what you're doing, but it's going to be successful. Six of Wands, Chariot, Hierophant, Queen of Cups. So who knows what you're going to choose, but I think Spirit just wants you to know that there's some fear here, but you're not going to fail, whatever this is in April. All right, so then in May, this is the past is behind you now. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available. Follow it with faith. And it's about the South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. So this could be like what I was saying in the beginning. Like it could be about, choices you've made that you're not proud of. Spirit is saying like, don't do that, because you aren't seeing the bigger thing. Like, you aren't seeing how these choices, it's not just you it affected it. It was other people too. And you just played your part. And you did a good job. And so don't beat yourself up about it. Don't stay back there. Just let it go. Just let it go. If you need to apologize or whatever, go ahead. But it's like it was supposed to happen that way. I just feel like Ten of Cups is here. Don't let your past hold you back. So this is definitely about love. Ten of Cups, this could be about your family relationship. The Moon, something you don't see. Could be dealing with the Cancer as well. King of Wands. He's a magical, beautiful individual here. Why is he here? Two of Cups. So there's a Two of Cups relationship. Could be dealing with a Leo, could be dealing with a Cancer. But at any rate, this person that is here in May, I feel like this Two of Cups, this is a soul relationship that provides you strength. I feel like maybe whoever this person is possibly illuminated some things about yourself, maybe about your powers, maybe about just you as an individual. Maybe they held a mirror up in front of your face, or you to them, something like that. But definitely something, I don't know. Don't let it hold you back, whatever it is, because whatever this is talking about in the past, there's love coming in May. And it's a Two of Cups. It's somebody that's going to help propel you forward. I feel like you might know this person. If you don't, what you're trying to decide is if you want to really invest in love at all. You know, I feel like you are investigating it, trying to figure out the truth here about something. Page of Swords. Could be about an Empress. Maybe you're the Empress. Who's the Empress? Who's the Empress? Scorpio. Okay, so maybe it's about having a choice. Where do you want to go? I feel like maybe it's about wish fulfillment. What is your wish fulfillment? Is it this Empress? This is someone that you've put time and effort into. And you're sitting here, Two of Wands, trying to decide, should I entertain this anymore? Six of Pentacles. This could be some kind of karmic situation that needs to be balanced out. Justice coming in with the Six of Pentacles, as well as the Nine of Cups, saying like this is a decision that you get to make. Don't let your past hold you back. Don't let your past hold you back. At the bottom of the deck, I see the Devil card. Tell me what in the past might hold Scorpio back. Let's get a more clear message. What in the past? Okay. So it says I feel like it was. So what in the past held you back? So basically you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Cups, a new beginning, a message of love, something like that. A Knight of Wands, a very passionate yet quick encounter, leaves someone not knowing what to do. Like I feel like there was something here, like there was a message, there was probably a beautiful encounter, and then you're sitting here in the Two of Swords like, I don't know what to do. Hanged Man comes out next. You're like looking at things from another perspective, and I think that's important, and probably why all this came out is because this is what you're trying to like make sense of, you know, the Hanged Man. You're looking at this situation, whoever this was, like there was a love offer. I feel like it was kind of childlike though, with the Page of Cups. Like both people could have been very young or childish in some way. Definitely very passionate and quick action. Maybe somebody who didn't want to put down roots, didn't want to make a commitment, you know. And then you're sitting here in this surrender position, Two of Swords, and then the Hanged Man. So maybe this situation's been stuck for a little while, like it just for yourself, you know, like you're thinking about it, living in the past about it. What else here? Okay. So, yeah. I feel like what you're doing here in the Hanged Man position is like, you're doing the Nine of Wands thing. You're like sitting here thinking about how much this situation hurt you. And the way you see it is transforming because of the Hanged Man, because you're looking at it from other perspectives, especially your soul. So if you could tap into your soul and see what this thing did for you, I feel like you're going to see the value in it, see the value in all of it, the pain, everything, see clarity. So you've got the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and then clarity. Like this is transforming you. The way you feel about pain is transforming, right? And it leads the way to like a successful, happy, stable Ten of Pentacles. So, and honestly, coming in very quick. And then here's the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, right? Coming in real fast. It's coming in right after you cut yourself loose from these old ideas. You know, like the old ideas where like, this is too much. This is just too much. I don't fucking want to do this anymore. And see, when you get this clarity with the Ace and the transformation, you're cutting yourself free from all those negative thoughts. And very quickly, quick, here comes this change. And it's in some type of special relationship. So this over here, South Node, get out of your South Node, because you're about to be shifted onto your North Node path. And it's the wheel doing it. There's a transformation in a relationship that's freaking special. It's a soul friend. It's the Lovers. It's the Two of Cups. And it definitely Wheel of Fortune. So definitely, like, don't beat yourself up about whatever happened in this situation. Like, kind of like when I was talking in the beginning. Don't do it. Because it was all for a purpose. Like, you don't know what kind of thing this did for other people in your life, you know, the other people that it touched. I feel like you're going to see it in May. Everything's turning around in May. So, Libra is next. Okay, Libra. Spirit, thank you so much for all the fun messages today. All so positive. I love that. Tell me what's happening March, April, and May for Libra. Ooh, that's a lot. So we'll just take 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so the first one's playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. That's March. April, transformation. Your relationship is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. And then May. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. That, my friends, is the Wheel of Fortune. Let's look at this card. That's the picture on it. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's get some moon cards. 1111. I love Scorpios. I'm surrounded by them. Okay, so the reason that they're asking you to play in March is because you were really emotional about something. Transformation is clarified by the energy is gaining momentum. And this Wheel of Fortune Lovers Oracle is clarified by a fiery climax approaches. So, fiery climax approaches. I feel like that's kind of like tower energy, don't you? Something's ending. Life is a series of shifting cycles. Yeah, so maybe there's something happening to shift you onto a new timeline in May. Emotions are running high, so Spirit is saying, like, play, do fun stuff. Do fun stuff. That's how what your spirit likes, so that's how to exercise that soul of yours. Fun. Having fun. All the things that make you laugh. Don't you? Sometimes I wish there was a go-kart place, because I remember that being one of the funnest things I've ever done. I was super little. I lived in Idaho, and we were like traveling to Montana to visit some relatives, and we drove by this go-kart field, and for the first time ever, my dad stopped, actually. And I remember being on that thing and just feeling like, whoa, I was super little. I don't know, maybe 9 or 10. Okay, so do something super fun like that. Like, go way back and then go do it. Emotions are running high, playful. What's going on here for Libra? Okay, 6 of Pentacles. This could be something. Yeah, I know we don't have one here. We used to, but we don't now. You want to know the stupid part is I never really went to it as an adult. Like I don't know why I didn't. I guess I felt like I was too old, or like it was for the kids, you know. My kids went, but I didn't. All right, so your emotions are running high about a karmic relationship, okay? You've got a couple of 6s. You've got 2 6s here. 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, and you got the 5 of Swords, and you got the 4 of Pentacles. So I feel like you're really upset. I feel like you're upset about some sort of a relationship here, something that wasn't fair, something that you want to be made fair, like you really do. You're talking to Spirit about it, 4 of Pentacles. Like, man, how come this happened? This was freaking not fair. You're just pretty much right there, just examining how unfair it was. Spirit is saying, like, laughter is the best therapy. Play, 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 play. So whatever it is that you're being bogged down with here, it's about maybe like something not being fair. Someone could have left you. You didn't see it coming. But what you don't also see is that there's a lot of spirit activity around you. You know what I mean? Like, Spirit is heavily involved in your situation. I also see the Empress here. So even though you're going through all of this stuff, like, Spirit is saying, like, I'm right here. Like, I realize what happened. I mean, you know, your higher self is totally involved, totally with you. And I feel like they want to help you see the truth in this. They want you to see, like, they want to see that they want you to see how powerful you are in the Empress energy showing up here. Like, that's what they want you to know. I also feel like what they're saying is, like, this was in the cards. Oh my gosh, look who's at the bottom. This could be about a lover situation. I didn't even see that being at the bottom, but it could be about a love. It could be about something that you just can't, like, wrap your head around what happened. Why did it happen? Like, how did that freaking happen? You know what I mean? I've been there. But I feel like you have Spirit involved. I think you don't notice them or something. That's why they're asking you to play, so that that soul can kind of rise. It's more free to be out in the open when it's having a good time, because that's who it is. It's just love. It's just pure love. I watched this video one time. I can't remember the guy's name. I guess it doesn't matter, but he was talking about how, you know, when we have a situation, you know, like a near-death experience or something, and it's talking about like your soul leaving your body. He said that the reason that that happens is because the soul is so pure and it can't be tainted with what did he say? It just has to remain pure, you know, is basically what he said. So when we feel that detachment during like something terrible happening, when we feel that detachment, it's because the soul can't be tainted, right? So I felt like that made a lot of sense to me. And so this is just saying, like, if you want to pull that soul, pull that soul like up to the surface of you, and so that you're more and aligned with it instead of your human being in charge. Your human is scared. Your human doesn't know what to do. Your human is obviously confused in this first thing, and your soul is saying, like, play, play, play. This is what Spirit's saying. Like, that's what's going to bring the soul up to the surface, you know? If you stay in a really dark place, I feel like sometimes they just stay in observation mode, you know? So here comes the next one, April, is transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. So I really do feel like this could be talking about a love situation because it's a lover's oracle, but it could be talking about you and your soul too, like getting on the same page, like understanding that the two of you together can really do anything. Your soul is so powerful, and so your human is too, you know, but your soul knows stuff, like it's got deep knowledge. So the energy is gaining momentum for this transformation. This is what's going on in your life. Like you went through this thing. Now Spirit's kind of telling you how to draw it out and up to the surface. And there's a big transformation coming for you. It starts with a new beginning. Like this could be like anything earthly, right? It could be about money. It could be about a job or like something like that. Yeah. And then Page of Swords. Page of Swords, and then the King of Pentacles. It's like you're getting new information about that. Like you're understanding your worth here with the King of Pentacles showing up, right? This is the transformation. You get this new beginning, and it begins with you understanding your value and the fact that you know who this is, right? It's King Midas, and everything he touches turns to gold. Do you remember that story? So I feel like that's kind of what it's saying. Like it's in this transformation mode that you realize who you really are and what you can really have. And so here you are going like, I can have anything I want, right? Because you're understanding who you really are. Like your soul is just so bigger than you think. That's the thing. Tell me what the Two of Wands is. Tell me what the Two of Wands is for Libra. What are they choosing? Transformation. So what are you choosing? And I feel like what you're choosing is to end a cycle of feeling like a victim. I feel like you're surrendering it. I feel like you're asking Spirit, like, why does all this shit always happen to me, you know? And Spirit is like, I'll show you. I'll show you who you really are. And it's almost like in that very second, like, I feel like you are surrendering to Spirit, and then the cycle changes. There's a huge transformation. Show me what the next cycle looks like, Spirit. You have the World card here. You have the Nine of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the World. So I feel like you're surrendering the victim mentality and understanding, like, honestly what it gave you. It's aligning you with the Judgment card. You're getting aligned here with your body, mind, soul. Beautiful. What else? Yeah, High Priest. So this is about higher learning. This is about your soul bumping up. It's about a big, huge soul lesson. So you learned it, and it's time to turn the page, you know? Like, you learned the lesson. You succeeded. The World card. Yay! That's what I think. So in April, I feel like you're turning a new page. I think you're starting down a new path with new lessons to learn, and you're not dragging in any of the old stuff with this new cycle. It's just not part of it, you know? So that's pretty cool reading here. Okay, so then in May, there's a fiery climax, and the other card says, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. This is super exciting. So it's like you're just kind of like, it all begins with playing. It all begins with playing. Just so you know, start having some fun with your soul. Fiery climax approaches. And so, the Wheel of Fortune. Go with the flow. So, your intuition is leading you here. I'm seeing the Queen of Pentacles as coming out with the High Priest. I feel like you have like some kind of, there could be here, like this alignment leads you, first of all, to stability, like financial stability. But I also feel like there could be like some kind of a relationship here, because you actually have two really cool, like, mates here. You got the High Priest and the High Priestess, which indicates, and so the High Priest comes out in April, and the High Priestess comes out in May. So I feel like it's connected, and I'll tell you why. Because also in April, you're understanding the King Midas energy, and in May, the Queen comes in. So this could be like Wheel of Fortune moment, super special connection. It's somebody that you are like psychically connected to, but the two of you together also, like real earth energy, like earth connection, you know. Tell me more about this. So this is like your new cycle that's coming in, right? This is you being completely aligned, and then in comes this High Priestess and this Queen of Pentacles. This looks like a really cool relationship. Jesus, Wheel of Fortune. We just can't write this stuff, can we? Okay, so honestly, this could be like, there could be something here about other people helping you with this. You've got this, it's 4 people like working together, probably maybe doing rituals or something like that. So I feel like there's this like community that you have. I feel like your soul's leading you there. Your intuition is leading you there. What are you doing here in May? What's going on in May for Libra? So the climax that's approaching is you actually really letting go of the pain. Whatever this pain is. You're cutting it out completely with Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords cutting out the Three of Swords and heading down a new pentacle path. You know what I mean? I feel like you're just really, this is the fiery climax. This is what's ending. Is these thoughts of pain and not understanding your life, right? Feeling like, what the hell is going on in my life? Yeah. So you're getting like a new, yeah, there's the Justice at the bottom. So you're really, really like figuring out, you're talking to your own soul. Like, there's, yeah, I feel like you're getting some kind of new epiphany here. I do feel like you're going to have stability and happiness. I do see that this could be like a reconciliation with someone that you've already known. Three of Cups. I feel like there's been healing. I feel like there could have been somebody in this situation that, you know, wanted to be single. Nine of Pentacles. But there's been like time. There's been time apart. There's been time to meditate and look at it from other people's perspective, which brings in healing and stability and a reconciliation is what I'm seeing. So Libra, there is something, it's going to be like the fiery climax. The fiery climax approaching, like look what it looks like to me. This is fire. This is you talking to Spirit, understanding how great of a relationship you really have and how beautiful and big you really are in the universe, right? It does change the way you see things. I feel like it heals you. And then there's this beautiful relationship that's here all tied up in it with this Wheel of Fortune. But you see, there are things you have to do as well, you know? Like you have to kind of... you have to surrender something. You do. You have to let something go in order for something beautiful to come in. Oh my God, what is that? You have to surrender something? I don't know what that was. Super high-pitched noise in my ear. Let's see. What are you saying, Erica? Midas touch. Love this. I'm headed to Hawaii. Where are you going in Hawaii? I used to live there. I lived there for like a year and a half, 2 years. I lived on Oahu, but I've been to most of the islands. I went to Kauai and Maui and Oahu and the Big Island. You're going to Oahu? Well, have fun. Hey, you want to know something cool? I used to read cards in Hawaii at a store. It's called Indigo Hawaii. And it's down in Chinatown. Now, I don't know where you're staying or whatever, but I just saw the other day, I follow her. Her name's Sybil, the one that owns the place. She's pretty cool. But I did see she has another place. Like, she has Indigo Hawaii in Chinatown, and then Indigo Waikiki, which is on Duke's Lane. And you'll figure that out. It's down on Waikiki. Like, I know you're going to walk Waikiki, but it's like all the way at the far end, kind of by the zoo, Duke's is. Like, maybe it's a little, I'm trying to think of the store that's next to it. Ross. If you look for Ross on Waikiki, Duke's Lane is right around there. So, honestly, she said she's putting up she just has like a tent on Duke's Lane, and she's got readers there. God, what a good idea. I wanted to read down there so bad, but I had just, when I started reading, I had just lost Paul. So I didn't even know how to read cards really when I started working for her. She asked me to give her a reading, and it was just, when I think about it, I'm like, I can't believe she hired me, but she did. She gave me my first leg up. Why Manalo? Right on. Waimanalo. I love Waimanalo Beach. In fact, I camped there for a lot. You know what, Erica? Hawaii is so important to me. I did so much spiritual work there. So I had a van, and I lived in my van after Paul died. I had it from before when I was there. My daughter lived there, so that's why I was over there all the time. But I had a van, and then I had to come home because my son was very sick, and I couldn't sell my van in time. And that was like, I left like the 1st of April. Paul died in June, May, June, July. So 3 months after I got home from there, Paul died. But the cool part is what happened I went over there in December, January, February, March. So I stayed 3 months. And in those 3 months, I lived in my van and I stayed all over the island, but Waimanalo was probably one of my favorite places. And I just lived in my van. I just had a little bed in the back, and all I did was meditate. I had purchased this meditation from, I think, individual.com or individuologist or whatever it's called. I don't know. But anyway, I purchased this meditation and I did it every day. And it was like, a certain, like, going somewhere, going up in vibration to another place, and then waiting for a spirit guide to come. And then the spirit guide walks you the rest of the way, and then that's when the people come to meet you. That's all I did for 3 months. I did not know my son was going to die. But isn't that weird how that all worked out like that? Like, I had to go over there because I had to sell my van. I needed the money, and I couldn't just leave it sit there parked on the street anymore. And so I went over there to sell the van, and I put the ad in the paper, and I didn't sell it. Like, I didn't sell it until like April 1st. And so I spent 3 months meditating and trying to be able to reach the other side. And then I came home, and then my son died. And I've never felt so blessed than to have had that experience. There's so much connectedness over there with I don't know if you've ever just like sat at Waimanalo, like at the in the campground part. Man, there's just so much like cardinals and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I seriously felt like I was surrounded by my ancestors. You know what I mean? Like, I could even tell which ones were which. Like, there was a red one, and I always kind of like addressed that as my mom because my mom had red hair. And the black one, of course, was my dad. He was very, very loud, and he's a guide of mine. But anyway, I I just wanted to tell you a little bit about that, and my history with Hawaii, and my history of mediumship too. Like, I just, that's why when I read these cards and I'm telling you, like, your soul knows the way, just listen. And like, sometimes you don't even really know you're listening, but you just end up somewhere. That's what happened. I ended up over there, and I ended up really learning how to reach those ancestors. And so anyway, I don't know why I always feel so like drawn to like tell you my life story. Eric, it's always you. I don't know why. I must just, maybe we know each other in another life or something. Yeah. Yeah. You want to know the very first time I ever felt the connection with anything like that? It was in Kauai. I went over there and I stayed by myself. I didn't rent a car or anything. I stayed in some shitty hotel, and I just walked everywhere, like I had never been to Hawaii before. And that's the first time I've ever felt like I could hear the mountains. I could feel it. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to think when that even was. I was in college still, you know. Anyway, I'm glad you're going, and I hope you have the best time ever. Oh, okay. Well, that's all I've got today. Thank you guys for joining me. Erica, thanks for hanging out. I love it when you come. You just like draw all this stuff out of me. I don't even know why, but anyway, I hope you have some kind of huge transformative um, realization about yourself. I hope your soul comes out and just dances like crazy. You know what else happened there in Hawaii one time? Let me tell you about that. It was about, I was with my daughter and we were walking, I think we were in Maui, and we were walking down the street, and she she started like, she's just such a free spirit. She's an Aquarius. Anyway, she started like dancing with her spirit that was like on a wall, the shadow. You know, like she was dancing with her shadow on this wall. And she's like all moving her arms in the shadow, and she goes, "Look at my shadow." And I'm like, "Oh, cute." You know, like whatever. And then she goes, does your shadow have a name?" And I'm like, "No." "Does yours?" And she goes, "Oh yeah. It's Topanga." And Topanga starts dancing on this wall, her shadow, you know. And I was just laughing, and she goes, "Go ahead, Mom. Let that let that shadow piece of you dance." And so I started like moving around, and I'm like, "God, this is kind of fun, you know." And she says, "Does it have a name?" And just out of nowhere, I said, "Tinka." Isn't that funny, Tinka? I don't know why. But anyway, well, that's my name on Instagram, Twinkly Tinka. That's my name on. Um, anyway, she just turned me on to the fact that there's more to me. You know what I mean? There's more to me, and they all deserve a name. Yeah. Yeah. You should go with your mom one day. I went over there with both my girls and one of my sons, Paul, the son that died. He did go over there, but he went over, man, at the end of May. He was so sick, man. He was just so fucking sick. And he went over there and stayed with Mary, and had to do his dialysis over there, and you know, like end of May, and then he died in July. So he did get to go, and I wished I would have went, but I kind of just, I guess I felt like it should be like their experience, you know, like Mary needed to spend time with him. We all knew he was getting close, you know, to be honest. He was getting sicker and sicker. I just lived in denial about it, you know, but yeah, there is more to you. Yeah, and part of it is even like, even seeing it in that shadow piece, like it looks different than you look in the mirror. You know what I mean? Like your shadow is, it's its own thing, and it can project itself onto a wall and make you look really super tall or really super, you know, I'm super short, so sometimes shadows will cast and they'll look like really tall and then thin. And I'm neither of those, so it's kind of nice. Anyway, that's what I'm talking about playing. You know, when I was talking about like the whole thing is all about playing. And Mary, honestly, she's my youngest one, and she has really taught me a lot about that, you know, about being in touch with that inner child. So I hope you get to do a lot of that. I hope you pay attention to your shadow, and I hope you private message me or email me the name of your shadow if you don't want to share it on here. But I hope it comes to you when you're over there. I love you guys. I hope you had a great day. A great reading. I hope this resonates with you. It looks like the next 3 months are going to be good. I love you. Bye.